Welcome back to Sun.
Plus one. And today we're in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, while we're visiting the Illick grist mill, the Monocacy Park, and the Monocacy Nature Trail. We are going to have just a great time. So please come with us.
Let's go.
Well, it's a little loud right here because of the traffic, but we're going across the street from the parking lot and we're going to take a look at the Illick grist mill first. And this is a gorgeous stone building. Just look at it. Wow. This is gorgeous. This Illick mill is located in Monocacy Park along the Monocacy Creek and Monocacy Way recreational trail. This is just a beautiful building. The Illick mill is located on the Monocacy Creek, which provided the energy to run this grist mill when it was in operation. This was restored in 1856 and just so you know, the Monocacy, the creek that we're going to show you in a few minutes, is a 20-mile-long limestone tributary to the Lehigh River. It is considered a high-quality cold water fishery by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and is a popular location for fishing, which you'll see. This is the side of the building. And let's take a look at the back. Boy, these old stone buildings, just gorgeous. And right here, right alongside of it, is the creek and the Monocacy Park. So like it said, they used the energy from this creek to run that grist mill in 1856. Amazing, isn't it? All right, now I'm going to give you a little Illick mill timeline, a timeline of what's been in this building from the beginning to what's in it now. John Peter and his son Joseph built a grist mill on this Monocacy Creek in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania in 1856, and they operated as a flour and feed company. So this was a flour and feed company in the beginning. The Peters sold the mill to Samuel Cimarron, April 1st, 1869. 10 years later, William Edward Illick bought the mill. William Illick's son Joseph and Joseph's business partner, Harry Lapp, took over the mill in 1885. Their partnership soon dissolved, leaving Joseph the sole owner. Joseph Illick and his family lived in a 2-story dwelling south of the mill. North of the mill stood a 3-story wooden sawmill. Joseph Illick closed the mill in 1902. Look how pretty this is. What a nice place to start a business back then. And now, actually. So, let's continue. Otto Fry rented the mill from the Illick family and opened the Monocacy the Monocacy Milling Company, grinding mostly wheat and corn until late 1950, when nearly all of the mill's machinery was sold and the mill ceased production. The Bethlehem Water Authority acquired this mill in the early 1930s, and in 1935, the Civilian Conservation Corps and the Work Progression Administration constructed Monocacy Park. Liberty High School students, under the direction of teacher Robert Thompson, founded Teens for the Restoration of Illick's Mill in 1965 and reopened the mill as a lively teen hangout. The mill became the first music venue open to teenagers in the Lehigh Valley, closing in 1973. Citizen effort led to the dedication of a 25-acre nature preserve south of the mill in 1973. The mill was reopened as a nature center, but closed again the same year. The Browning Theater Company performed stage productions in the mill in 1978 and continued until 1983 under the direction of Stanley Schaefer. Here's some geese again. And here's the baby ones. Of course, they're not so little right now, but they're still little. And I can't get any closer, or these geese will hiss and attack me, which has been done before. So I've learned my lesson. The Bethlehem Jaycees ran a haunted house in the building from 1980 to 1987, and then again in 1992 to 1994. Continuing their active association with the mill until 2000, restoring the roof with historically accurate slate and stabilizing the foundation. Boy, I would like to have seen that haunted house. Then the Illick Mill Partnership for Environmental Education, including the City of Bethlehem, the Wildlands, and a society in Bethlehem Area School District, began a mill restoration project in 2001. Liberty High School students, under the direction of Liberty High School English teacher Karen Dolan, researched and restored the mill from 2001 to 2011, creating an environmental education center. Karen Dolan headed the Gertrude B. Fox Environmental Center at the mill from 2009 to 2014. The Appalachian Mountain Club moved 3 staff members into the mill in October 2015 and in seeking volunteers to offer programs to the public based at the mill and in Monocacy Park. And that's it for that. And just up ahead is a beautiful waterfalls right past that beautiful bridge. So let's get a little closer to it. Quack, quack. Good morning to you guys. How you doing today? They didn't answer me. Going to get louder as we get closer because the water is really rushing. Look how cute this is. This little bridge with a little hump to walk over. Cute. Nice bridge. And here is the waterfalls. This is spectacular. And there's a pavilion, a fisherman, and a second pavilion right here. Yeah, this is spectacular. Let's go up on the pavilion and see what it looks like. Let's climb the steps. Well, wait a minute first. Yeah, that's nice. All right, let's go up. And I can't wait to come back and bring a snack or our lunch and eat in here with this view. And there's the other pavilion. That's gorgeous. Let's go across the bridge. Let's go across the bridge, Chris, now.
Yep.
Well, we're going up the steps, and this is the bridge. And the first thing I noticed is all these locks on the bridge. Now, I've seen this before, And I used to know what a stork, but I actually forgot. How about you, Chris? Do you know
Yeah, I
what they...
don't really know what they are either, but I have seen, even in certain places, they leave like lots of locks on like fences and
There's
stuff.
names on them, so I just forget what they were
I think
for.
maybe it's like a token, like they leave of themselves.
If somebody knows, you can refresh my memory, just leave a comment below. And let's see the waterfalls from the bridge view. Wow, this is great. And this is the other side. Really pretty. And down the steps we go. I have to say, this is a beautiful park. One more look at the waterfalls under the bridge there, you can see. What a peaceful place just to come and just take some time to think, get your thoughts together, and spend the afternoon, have your lunch on a lot of these picnic tables. And these picnic tables are made out of concrete, not wood. And here's another bigger pavilion. Though personally, I like the pavilion by the waterfalls. But this is much more quiet, and it can hold a lot more people if you're having a party. Is it rocky, like slippery? This is what the park looks like rather from the other side. Look at these beautiful old trees. The stream section is managed as both Class A wild trout stream and stock trout waters. And there's all these little access points to the creek. There's one there. And another one here. And on this side, you have this gorgeous stone wall. Chris, how tall is this wall? Get up alongside it. It's not as tall, not very tall. It only comes up to, Chris is about 5'7".
4'7" then, the wall, top of the wall.
And now we're continuing right down. It's just beautiful work though. Really beautiful work. Just taking a rest. Isn't that cute? And another pavilion. This one looks even bigger. And I was wrong. There is a couple wooden picnic tables. Not all of them are made out of concrete or blocks. We're getting towards the end of this part of the park. There's the bridge, the parking lot, and the Illick's grist mill. So we're gonna go up these stairs, which are gorgeous too. But this wall is a little taller because, like I said, Chris is about 5'7", 5'8", and this at the end is much taller. Let me spin you around. You can see the Illick grist mill and where the park starts down there. The Monocacy Park. Very pretty park. Now we're going to cross the street, go back to where we were, and go down the Monocacy Nature Trail. And see what that has down there. And this says, "Welcome to the Monocacy Nature Center." And the trail begins here. Right here. So, I can't wait. Let's go. This is really cute. All these bushes alongside of you. Really cute. Which way we going? This way or this way? Let's follow this road first. Now it turns off that way or this way, but we'll go this way because Chris is going that way, and there's a creek down there. It's a little muddy because it's rained for the on and off for the past few days at night, but Chris, this is really cute. I like this. Oh, face full of cobwebs. This is just really cute. I love these kind of paths. Now look at this with all the small trees and bushes going up and over your head. It's like you're in a tunnel. It's so cute. Of course, I'll probably have 20 ticks on me later, but that's all right. It's worth it. Unless I get Lyme's disease, then it's not worth it. Let's see what's in here. I see some birds over here, Chris. Oh, yep. Oh, that was just a bird, yep. In some houses and properties right across from the creek. They've got a beautiful view. And this, you gotta watch, it's a little slippery. But I'll get through it and climb over these roots. Again, this whole path, it's like a tunnel. And I'm sure this feels really good in the real heat of the summer because it'll be shaded. And this is our first time here, so we're seeing it with you for the first time. And there's all these little turnoffs where you can access the creek right here. And we have a big tree that fell. And it's going almost across the whole creek. Ooh, there's a squirrel jumping. Hope he don't land on my head. He's still doing it. And now the path still continues. Look at all this plantain. It's huge. It's bigger than the ones you see in your yard, that's for sure. But it's plantain. And the leaves are huge. Bigger than my hand. This creek's got to be a hot spot for fishing. There's 2 more fishermen.
I could get lost in here for hours.
Very tranquil Saturday morning.
Boy, this bench looks a little unsettling to me.
It's definitely crooked.
This reminds me of going into the board game Jumanji.
Actually, I think you're right.
I think we might even see Van Pelt.
And this part right here goes up to the railroad tracks. So let's just go up here and take a peek really quick. Oh, a lot of animals in that brush. And yes, people are walking down it. Oh, Chris, look at the deer.
Yeah, there it is.
Way down at the bottom of the railroad tracks. There he is. And I'm not really sure what this is, but this clearly looks like a manhole cover attached to a concrete tank, but it's above ground and this is not a road. I don't know. Gotta step around this log. This might look like Jumanji, Chris, but I sure hope it isn't. Bunch of mud. And go around here. Now there's 2 ways. This way goes back to the railroad tracks, which we were just on. So we're going to stay here. And a lot of roots that you got to walk over. Oh, there's a lot of geese in there. Right between all this brush. Right there they are. They're swimming right towards us. I can tell you one thing in Pennsylvania. There's not a shortage on geese. They're not going to be extinct anytime soon. Here's another picture of the geese.
I hope we don't get a glimpse of the Glimmer Man out here.
Now, Chris, don't try to scare me, please. You know I don't like Glimmermans, and now you got me thinking. Now this is even more tunnely. It's lower, so Chris might have to duck his head in some of those areas. This is a really nice path, though I do feel a lot of bugs on me. I feel things crawling. I think I found where Bigfoot sleeps at night.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, the bottom of Christopher's ankles burn a little bit, so he probably stepped in stinging nettles. Probably. I don't think poison ivy, he would react to it that quick. But stinging nettles, you would. Right here, where it's red. Does it sting, Chris?
Yeah.
Yep, it stings too and burns. Probably stinging nettles. Another access to the creek. Pretty sound, huh? And another area where the trees have fallen, well, pretty much all the way across the creek, and you can't see it right now, but way up there, looks like an old bridge. Let's go check it out. And somebody just decided to take their shirt off and never come back for it. Ah, the bridge is connected to the railroad tracks. But the path goes under this bridge, but let's go up and check out the bridge from the top by the railroad tracks. Oh, two sets of railroad tracks, here and here. Alright, we'll stay on the wood part so we don't fall. And people like to do graffiti and put their artwork out there. You know what this looks like? Where they switched cars, right? When from the main track, when they had to, for maintenance or whatever, and the trains would come off and switch tracks.
Boy, this reminds me of Silent Hill. This is like a constant changing movie.
Chris, you're not scaring me. Let's just get to the other side without falling. Now we'll go back under the bridge. Actually, let's just show that bridge one more time. And there's the main railroad tracks. And this must be some kind of, I don't know the term, switchback or something, where if there's maintenance or something, they pull the train in this way to there. So let's go under the bridge, because that's where the trail actually still goes. All right, here's the bridge that we were just on, and the path goes under, and of course we're gonna have to duck our head because this is low. I'm short, but this is low. Let's go under. And there's graffiti under here too. And there's where we were. All right, we're back out from under it. That was pretty cool. Back on the path. And here's another one of those things that looks like a manhole cover on the top with a concrete container. If anybody knows what this is or what these are, just comment below, let me know. And this path ends right here, right at the railroad tracks. I don't see there's no other path. So let's go up. Oh, on the other side of these railroad tracks, there's a pond. It's a green pond. This is not a swimming pond for sure. So, waterfowl out there, and it's definitely a fishing pond. Oh, you think those geese would come out of that pond and go over to the creek where it's cleaner, wouldn't you? This side is so much cleaner. Come on, guys. Come over here. More deer up front. And here you can see that this is the main track, and you can see this is the bridge we were just on, and how the train goes off. So if it needs maintenance, or I don't know what those things for. There's a train enthusiast out there that knows what this is for, but I'm sure it's for fixing the trains or something of that sort. So I guess we're walking the train tracks back. And by the way, Chris's leg is still a little red. Not as red, but the stinging stopped, so I'm pretty sure that's what it was. He had some stinging nettles. And it stings and burns for a while, and then it goes away. I don't know a lot about trains. In fact, I know nothing. But I'm sure this is how they make the switch for it to go from the main track down to the other part. And if I'm wrong, let me know so I know better from now on. I've been seeing people run on this path. This must be another path to walk or run or ride your bikes. But I don't think it's connected to this specific park, but I'm not sure. But we're just going to walk down the train tracks back.
Point Pleasant, didn't they have like the Mothman on like the railroad tracks? I mean, I remember it.
Chris, stop it. There's no Mothman here. You wouldn't think it would be hard to walk on train tracks, but it is a little difficult because you keep stepping on these rocks in between the ties. But it's different. I'm enjoying it. This guy's balancing himself on the train tracks.
Wow, look at her.
Anybody home? And did I mention how hard it is to walk on these tracks?
Boy, all we need now is just somebody to throw Jason on the tracks here, like in Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan.
I'm sure glad it's not dark out with you throwing all those movie references out, or I might have to give you a knuckle sandwich. And just when you think the tracks are going to go on forever, there's the parking lot. And we're done. And these tracks were hard to walk on, but I had fun, and even though it was hard, I would do it again. Well, we're back at the car, and we had a great time today, and we hope you had fun too. So until our next vlog, everybody stay happy, healthy, and peace to everyone. Here's my happy dance.
Mom, you're making a lot of noise back there. Didn't you ever see the movie The Quiet Place? Oh man, you're gonna send us all to our doom. Make sure you subscribe down below, and we might be back.